Men who spend time alone, prefer to be alone, prefer to isolate, are more introverted and enjoy their own company, are extremely dangerous men. Not to themselves, but to society, other people, women in general. Let me explain. We are sort of gaslighted, especially in certain family cultures and religions and stuff, to believe that we always have to be around people, that we must be social butterflies, that we must always be doing stuff, talking to people, being around people, and surrounding ourselves with groups and so on, especially in public. The more extroverted you are, the more you put yourself out there, the more popular you are. Just look at social media. If you look at any influencer or any wannabe influencer, especially female influencers as well, they are always out eating, always out meeting people, always out doing stuff as well. Shopping, whatever it is. It's expensive, it's superficial, and it's lavish. And of course, there are men doing the same on social media. They are always out looking for a good time, always having a drink, always going out doing stuff with other guys or trying to chase girls or in big groups. They are socially active, meaning they're a slave to other people, meaning they're a slave to their social life. Now, you might think that's quite controversial, but it's true, because when do these people spend time alone? Even couples that are always out all the time, always socializing, always seeing people, where is their downtime? Where is their alone time? Where is their time to look at each other and reconnect, talk about deep issues, figure out what's going on or what's going right in their relationships? The problem is we are being manipulated, brainwashed, and gaslighted to believe that we have to be extroverted, that we have to be out all the time, that we have to always be doing stuff. When actually staying alone and being at home or enjoying your own company is one of the most powerful things anyone, especially a man, can do. I learned this the hard way because I used to be a social butterfly. From the age of 18 to about 29, 30, I was going out all the time. And not just out for drinks or to people's houses. I developed a gambling addiction. So I was going out to casinos all the time. Again, meeting people who just like to have gambling fits and just going out and just spending money on roulette and stupid things like that. And of course, I had other friends who just like to go out and have late night coffees and go to cafes and just talk crap for hours. I was always out all the time. 7 days a week sometimes I was out, and it was expensive and it was stupid. But I was told that if you stay home alone, if you don't do anything, if you just spend time on your own, here's what's going to happen. You're going to spiral as a man. You're going to feel like a loser. You're going to be desperate. You're going to miss out on all the great times. I used to fall out with friends as I got older because they always used to say to me, come to this nightclub, come and do drugs at this event, come to this rave, come to this party, come meet these people. And then I just got more exhausted, more tired. I never used to enjoy it. And now, as a 37-year-old man, I could not remember or recall one night out or one club night that was so magical, so wonderful, that has lived on in my memory. I hated it all. I couldn't stand it because it was not my character. I was trying to pretend to be someone I wasn't, when I should have been the man who enjoys his own company. I walked away from a toxic relationship in late 2019, and then afterwards the pandemic happened, which forced me to stay home alone, forced me to isolate, forced me to face my demons and the things I was afraid of, like my anxiety, my stress, my depression, and overcoming my addiction and trying to heal from that toxic relationship. And then I realized and recognized that being alone wasn't that bad, that spending time alone wasn't that bad either. Once you stare your demons in the face long enough, they start staring back at you, and then you're no longer afraid of them. And then once things started opening up in late 2020, 2021 as well, I started venturing out and realizing, okay, I don't have a relationship. I've lost touch with a lot of friends. My life has completely changed now for many different reasons. Who can I socialize with? Who can I spend time with? Then I realized I can spend time with myself. So all the things I used to do, I started doing on my own. First thing I did was I went to a bar and a pub on my own. It was a late afternoon evening. I ordered a beer. I sat there, was on my phone, read a newspaper. Nothing bad happened. It was quite chilled, quite nice. And then I went home. Then I started doing more things, like venturing out to central London and going shopping, or going to the cinema or a movie theatre on my own and seeing a show on my own. Guess what happened? Nothing bad happened. It was fine. I went and saw Dave Chappelle do a very, very special intimate gig in London, all on my own with nobody. Guess what? Nothing bad happened, and I had an amazing time. And then I started going out to dinner on my own. I thought to myself, well, look, I don't want to cook. I've got no one to go with. Why don't I just go to a restaurant and eat on my own? Once I passed the stigma and people looking at me a bit strangely, especially people who knew me, like, who you with, what you doing, if they bumped into me in a restaurant, I actually really enjoyed it. I enjoyed my own company. I enjoyed the meal. I enjoyed eating out, and I entertained myself, and I went home. And it was great. And of course, I spent time alone at home. I started reconnecting with my favourite video games and getting into new games consoles as well. I started watching some shows that I'd been putting up for years. I started being more creative at home. And once again, I realised it's not a big deal. It's not a bad thing. It's not dangerous. Because if you enjoy your own company, and once you start to enjoy your own company and enjoy being alone, it can become extremely addictive. But how does this make a man dangerous? Well, here's the thing. You are no longer a slave to society. You are no longer a slave to the social media crowd. You're no longer a slave to people. Because one reason a man will hold on to a relationship that he absolutely detests, a woman he despises and is toxic, and a situation that is just making him unwell and unhealthy, is the fear of being alone. What if I have to eat alone? What if I have to live alone? What if I have to survive alone? Well, I did all of that and more. And guess what? It's not a big deal. And then when you're not afraid to walk away, you'll walk away and not have any tolerance for BS. But the same happens with friends. Why would you want to socialize and be around people, especially friends, who've got no respect for you, who've got no time for you, who take advantage of you, who talk bad about you, who betray you, who flake on you, who have no respect whatsoever? What's the worst case scenario? You walk away from them and you don't have any friends, or you have a low amount of friends, or special friendships or acquaintances. Well, that's not too bad. Oh, well, what am I going to do on a Saturday night? Whatever you want. Read a book. Build some Lego. Write a book. Join a class. Go to the gym. Chill out. Have a nap. Eat your favorite meal. Go on vacation. What's stopping you? That's why the man is dangerous, because he has nothing to lose. That's why a lot of men, as they get older, spend more and more time alone, or if they've got a very good, healthy partner, with their partner, away from toxic family. They say, why would I socialize with my family when all they do is cause arguments and drama, pain and suffering for me? I might as well not do it. Why would I do this? Why would I do that? Why would I put myself in the firing line of crap when I'm too old for this nonsense? You see, the man who spends time alone enjoys his own company. He prefers his own company. He loves his own company. He may still socialize from time to time. He may have a relationship, for sure. But he's very selective on who he lets in to this beautiful world that he's created. This peaceful world, this happy world, this calm world where he's in control of his diet, in control of his entertainment, in control of how he chooses to relax, in control of his entire environment. That's a beautiful place, and that's a dangerous place to be, because if you're not up to that standard, if you don't meet what he wants and that criteria, you won't be let in. He calls you back when he wants to call you back. He'll socialize if he wants to socialize. And what does he do? If he says no to a woman, or no to a relationship, or no to socializing with people, people start to feel insecure. God, what's he up to? Oh, he must be so selfish. Oh, I wonder what he's up to. We must get his invite. And then when you do reply to that person, or when you do get invited and you say yes, or the man says yes, it's a pleasure to be around him. There's an aura about him. And he walks into a place and he'll give it a designated time, and then he can't wait to be alone. Can't wait to be away from people. Can't wait to be back in his own space. I've lived through this, and I've created this, and I've even created this with a relationship as well. And it is a beautiful place to be. As someone who was so social, was so out there, and now someone who's so away from it all and in his own bubble and world, in this own environment I've created, especially with a partner, is a beautiful place to be. And it's dangerous because no one can influence me. No one can change my mind, and I'm in control of who I let into my circle and what choices I make moving forward. That is why the man who loves spending time alone and away from everyone is so bloody dangerous. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you don't miss any of my videos. Check out my course, The Power of Walking Away, in the description below, and you can get 50% off my course as well. And start your healing journey now with my official channel sponsor, BetterHelp. You can get 10% off your first month with BetterHelp in the description below. And please do me a favor, share this video with someone who you think would really gain value from the message. Thanks for watching.